The reason I want to write a book, I've lived a very difficult life. I've made some difficult decisions in my life, and some wrong mistakes, people would call it. But the kind of person I've always been since I was a little girl was to be willing to learn from my mistakes. I never minded people telling me if I did something wrong, because to me, even I remember at 6, 7, 8, I wanted to hear it so I could do it better the next time. So, with everything that happened in my life, I could have been the person that would have ended up, drug addict, suicidal, on a lot of medicines, addictions and stuff. But instead, I have chosen to take all my life lessons to grow and learn from it spiritually. And in doing so, when I have spoken to other people in my situation, I always seem to give them a lot of hope, because I always tell people I'm not special. There's nothing about me that's any better than there is about you. So I always told people, if I could do this, if I could get control over my eating disorder, or if I could get control over my my victimhood of my childhood and stuff, if I can overcome these things, then I believe anybody can. You just need to have a really strong willingness. Does take a lot of work, but if this is something that you want to do, I believe anybody can accomplish that. And where I feel I'm in my head and in my body today, I really believe that if the world thought more the way that I live, it would be a much kinder and gentler world. We wouldn't be so busy pointing fingers at each other, judging each other, because we'd be too busy trying to make sure that we would be the best that we could be. And so I hope that this book will read a lot of people that just need some hope in whatever they're going through. I want to be an inspiration to the world. And I think that my story, even prior to being diagnosed with cancer, would have touched a lot of people. But, cancer is the one biggie that we're all so very afraid of. And having lived in it for 3 years, it's kind of become my new normal. And I want to let people know that even when you have something that bad happen to you, that it's not the end of the world or your life, and that you can live a really good life. And so it's a book of inspiration, really.